Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy, and this week we're checking out Warhammer Vermintide 2. It was recently added to the Xbox Game Pass, and I was kind of excited to see it because I have the first one. Got it way back when it came out, but at the same time, I was kind of worried to play it because the first one had a lot of issues when it came out. Luckily, this time around, it doesn't seem to be quite as bad as it was the first go. Now, in the first Vermintide game, I ran into a lot of connection issues, but in this one, I only had connection problems maybe 3 times out of the countless hours I've played it in the last week. So, I consider that an improvement. Along with improving that, it seems like they've improved a lot of other things across the board. They've also added a lot of new enemies. Now, as for the characters that you can play as, there's 5 characters, but there's 3 variations of each, and all of them have their own unique skill tree. Now, you're going to start off with only 5, and once you level one of them up to a certain level, it unlocks the next tier of that character. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. Now, you might run into an issue when you go, especially, quick match. If you try to do quick join, someone might have the character you want to play as, so it's going to force you to have to play as someone else. Let's talk about loot and chest. So as you play through, you get chests. They might get upgraded, la-di-da. It doesn't matter, because overall, the loot in the game doesn't seem spectacular. I've seen better. But then again, loot really isn't the thing with this game. It's all about combat. Well, I don't want to say that either, because the combat mechanics aren't the most amazing. You can either block, dodge, or attack. You get three options: block, dodge, attack. But it doesn't matter. We'll move on. Really, the key focus point in this game is hordes of enemies and just slaughtering the crap out of everything. Blood, guts, and decapitated rats. That's what it's about. And they do that really well. The game really reminds you of Left 4 Dead. So if you haven't played any of the Vermintide games, but you're a fan of Left 4 Dead, you're probably going to love this game. Now, I've heard of people running into different bugs. I didn't really have any problems with bugs, so I can't speak to that. What I can say is that it's a lot of fun, but there's only 13 levels, I do believe, and it can get quite repetitive. So, I don't know. I see a lot of downsides, but there's a lot of fun to be had in the game. So let's kind of move on to my final verdict. The game cost $30. Is it worth $30? Honestly, I think that's just going to depend on the player. But it is on Game Pass. It is completely worth checking out on Game Pass, because you can make some new friends. And then you can go decapitate rats together. Ah, the glory of decapitating crazy creatures. Look at it, it's so much fun. Blood and guts everywhere. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Please remember to like, sub, and share later.